Fresno State has got a home game this weekend against Utah State Aggies. And let me tell you something. Utah State's no joke, even though they're only 5-5. Bronco Mendenhall taking over this team. It's his first year there, and okay, he did an okay job at New Mexico, but while he was at Virginia, he went 36-38, got a conference final, went to three bowl games. At BYU, he went 99-43. Every year he was in a bowl game, got two conference championships, and they're wanting that at Utah State. Matt Imps at Fresno State, he's got two national titles under his belt. Both of them at North Dakota State. He's also got a division title there. North Dakota State never was a joke. He went 60-11 at North Dakota State. He went 7-3 last year. This year, or he's gone 7-3 this year. Now, mind you, that's dealing with the fact that I'll be honest. I'm looking at this Fresno State team, and I'm going, how? But we're going to cover this. It's going to be an interesting look into both these Mountain West teams, coached by two very good coaches, and it'll be something that should be a good close game. Now, if you like Mountain West football, if you like Key 5 football, if you like college football, I cover all those. I cover college sports. I'm going to be doing women's gymnastics here pretty soon because, well, we're getting into that season and I love me some women's gymnastics. If you don't mind, hit like, hit subscribe because you'll get a chance to look at all these. Also, got a Patreon link down in my link tree down below. If you could help me out, that would be nice. If you can't, hey, don't worry about it. Hitting like and subscribe will do me just as well. Now let's get into this game.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Looking at Utah State, Bronco Mendenhall has built this team pretty interesting, especially considering they're only 5-5. Now, their QB1 is Bryson Barnes, 173 completions, 274 attempts, 63.1 completion rate with 2,532 yards through the air. He's doing all this along with 18 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but he's been sacked 33 times. No offensive line. This is the worst offensive line I have seen so far. They've got a total of 22 touchdowns through the air, 3 interceptions total, 35 sacks. This is just horrific. Now, run game, 106 carries for Miles Davis, 651 yards, but he's got 7 touchdowns. Bryson Barnes, 135 for 531, 8 touchdowns. May not have the yardage, but it's got the touchdowns. Javon Jacobs has got 2, a few others got 1, so they got 19 touchdowns on the ground. Brady Pagan, now this dude is really showing up. 50 catches, 819 yards, 54-yard long run, 5 touchdowns. Brady Boyd's another one that's really showing up. 37 catches, 587 yards, 53-yard long run, 6 touchdowns. Anthony Garcia and Javon Jacobs both have 2, as does Brock Lane. Miles Davis has 3, and several others have 1. So they got that 22 through the air. This is a high-scoring offense, even though their offensive line can't do anything. I mean, they might as well just open up. Now, they've only got 23 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. That's not bad, but it's not super good. 36 pass deflections, 9 interceptions. Not bad numbers at all. But they only have 3 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries. Defensive line's doing somewhat okay. Now, John Miller's got 90 tackles, 7.5 sacks, 2 pass deflections, 1 fumble or forced fumble. Now get this one. Brevin Hamlin, safety, which shows they're letting it get into the secondary a little too much. got 80 tackles. That's not a much of a drop off considering one sack. No, you should not have your safety coming up for a sack. Got six pass deflections, one interception that he took back 38 yards for a touchdown, one forced fumble, one fumble recovery. John Miller and Brevin Hamlin are doing the work. Bronson Alibia has got 68 tackles, three sacks, two pass deflections, one interception, and one fumble recovery. So, see, they've got dudes that are doing the work, but it drops off real quick after that. You've got a decent defense, got a decently scoring offense, and they're only 5-5. Now, when it comes to penalties, 74 for 577, but only 57 yards a game. They need better discipline because that's taken away a lot of their advantages that they've got. Plus, that offensive line, I keep coming back to it, and their defensive line is, and they're coming real close in several games, but they just can't get it done. That's the problem here. It's a good team. I can't wait to see what Bronco Mendenhall does next year with this team. I mean, Bryson Barnes is doing a lot for not having any support whatsoever. And this is a dude that was he played for Utah before he came to Utah State, which is really wild. You know how that whole rivalry thing goes between Utah and BYU? Well, Utah State gets in there a little bit too. But this is an interesting team. Now, look, when you're looking at the numbers, this one's going to sound really strange considering that Fresno State is one of the top teams in the conference. They're 7-3. Matt Ince has done some miraculous things with them. E.J. Warner, QB1, 139 of 202, 68.8 completion rate, 1,486 yards. He's thrown 10 touchdowns, but he's also thrown 9 interceptions and only been sacked 13 times. Carson Conklin's got a touchdown, 2 interceptions, though, and been sacked twice. So 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 15 sacks. You would think that they wouldn't be having a winning record. Rayshon Luke got 96 carries, 587 yards, 5 touchdowns. Bryson Donaldson, 116 carries, 518 yards, 5 touchdowns. Not a lot of yards for what they've been doing, but they're getting touchdowns. Brandon Ramirez and Jonathan Arsenault has got 2 touchdowns. Elijah Gillum has 3. E.J. Warner's got 1. So they got 18 touchdowns on the ground. They're able to do a run game, but weirdly. Now, 11 touchdowns has been caught. Josiah Freeman has got 33 catches, 378 yards, 5 touchdowns. Richie Anderson's got 2. Rayshon Luke's got 2. And a few others got 1 for their 11 touchdowns through the air. This is an odd team or odd stats for their being this winning of a team, especially considering that they're in the running. If somebody messes up and they don't, they could get into the Mountain West Conference title game. Now they have 19 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. That's not good at all. But they have 32 pass deflections and 13 interceptions. Now that's good numbers there. Got 2 of those interceptions got returned back for touchdowns, 5 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries. Tackles, this is another one of those really weird, way too much, one person doing way too much work. Jaden Pearson, 81 tackles, 1 pass deflection. You've got this linebacker doing a lot of work because Simeon Harris is next. 41 tackles, 1 sack, 4 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, 1 forced fumble. Cameron Brocka's got 35 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble. You're looking at this going, why is one player getting that much when you got other teams that's got better? They got 63 penalties, 565 yards for the year, 56 yards a game. I'm looking at this going, how in the world? You look at Utah State Aggies, all that scoring, they got a decent defense, yet Fresno State got these really weird numbers, and they can't win. And Aggies can't win, but the Bulldogs can. It's an odd look, but EJ Warner's doing what he needs to do at the right times. Luke and Bryson Donaldson, hey, they're keeping up with where they need to go, and Josiah Freeman is doing the work. They've got dudes that are doing the work, but on defense, they just got a really weird defense as well. I'm looking at this and I'm going, Utah State should win this one. Bronco Mendenhall coaching, but Matt Ince, he's no slouch either. Got 2 national titles under his belt. Fresno State can win it. Utah State can win it. Honestly, I'm not even, if it wasn't for the home field advantage, I wouldn't think that Fresno State can win this game. I don't know how these two teams have the stats that they do, with the better stats having the worst record. Fresno State will probably win it from home field advantage, and that they've been able, even with these weird stats, to be able to win. But Utah State coming in here, I can see them becoming bowl eligible this game. I don't know what in the world. You look at these stats and you really can't figure it out. Other conferences have teams like this, and looking at these stats, you would not say that they would win. But Fresno State somehow has been able to do it all year long. So I'm going to go with the Bulldogs, but not confidently. The Aggies, I still don't know how the Aggies don't have a better record. I really don't. They just don't have the ability to go all the way. But we'll see in this game. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports now. Y'all have a good day.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.